Before the accident, I just started working. I had been working for GSD&M for about, I guess probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And it was my first paid vacation. So I was really excited about going, and Marty and I, good friend, we were going to the Chisos Mountains in Big Bend, and we were going to go backpacking and camping and that kind of thing. We went in and we were there for, I said, about 2 or 3 days. Came down out of the mountains and went over into Boquillas, which is on the Mexican side of the border. And the last thing I really remember is ordering an enchilada plate. The owners there had said that, oh, my wife makes a great enchilada plate, so I was like, okay, I'll have that. And we'd had a few beers, not a lot, and that's really the last thing I remember. Apparently, I dove into the river. We went down to the hot springs. I dove into the river and broke my neck. And like I said, the last thing from ordering enchiladas to the next thing I remember was waking up in Lubbock in ICU, unable to move, and just like, what the hell's going on? I used my hands. I was pretty animated, so I used my hands a lot. And so when someone would ask me something, I'd be like, well, I can't use my hands anymore. So, you just figure out, it just changes everything. It's like waking up and your whole world's changed. Everything, the way you fit into it, the way it sees you, the way you see it, nothing was the same. So, I was 26. So at 26, you're far enough along to have a pretty good idea of where you fit and how things fit with you and what your ideas are. And so pretty much that was all turned upside down, which, it's not bad. It's just a lot to process. But the painting was one of those things that, my mom, after the accident, my mom was real insistent. She really pushed me to give it a try and try it. And, when she proposed, because my initial response was, what, with my mouth? How? Well, I didn't mean to do that. And she said, yeah, just try it. And I think one of the things that's appealing to me is you can touch things when you're actually painting. I can feel the canvas with the paintbrush, and I can, have some control over the paint, and you get that kind of tactile, just that it's wonderful, which, when you can't move and touch things with your hands, you miss a lot of that. Before the accident, I was really active. I ran every day, and so I needed that. I needed that kind of physical interaction with the world. And so the painting for me was a way to continue doing that and being that way. It was like, wow, I can start with this blank canvas and actually make something and see it. And I really needed that to kind of keep going on and looking forward to what's next. I'll have a paintbrush, and then we'll use wooden dowels, and my dad will drill a hole in the end of the wooden dowel, and we'll put the paintbrush in there, tape it, and then I take strips of a t-shirt and I'll tie at the end of one of the wooden dowels, and then I just clamp down on it and go to town. Sometimes I really pound that canvas, and sometimes you use real light strokes, and I definitely take out some frustrations on that stuff. I can go, I can oscillate, up and down in the chair, and my dad built an easel for me that I can turn at different angles and that kind of stuff. And so, like I said, I'll go up to the top of the canvas and paint there, and go to the bottom, and just kind of wherever I can reach. And then I'll have my assistant flip it over or flip it to the side, or just however I can access it. It's just whatever you have to do to get it done, basically. Sometimes you look at trying to paint with your mouth, and it's so lengthy and so it's laborious, and it's tough, and you go, this is crazy. And same thing, if I'm in bed and I'm not out of bed, I'm like, I can't move anything. You know, this is nuts. And then you get up and you go on and you just figure out that, wow, life's still incredible and beautiful and wonderful things still happen. And it's still great. I'm a lucky one, really. Very fortunate, very blessed. Because some people are, you know, you hear, like I said, horror stories about young people that are in nursing homes because they're paralyzed. They don't have the family and kind of the support system to help them, like I do. Whatever attention or, you know, any kind of platform that I could get myself through painting to tell people, you know, we've got to cure paralysis. We've got to figure out a way to do this. We've got to, you know, help people. Let's put an end to this paralysis thing. It's like, that's what I want to do. You know, that's keep painting, keep getting people's attention with that, and then, oh, by the way, we've got to get the hell out of the wheelchair. I can't wait. I'll keep painting when I'm out of the chair. It's like, you know, let's get out of this wheelchair as quickly as possible. I guess people always use realism as a yardstick in terms of, wow, it looks just like a real photo. And I think the thistle, which is the one I painted for my mom, is about one of the more realistic paintings. Some of the flowers I've done more realistic, but you know, I get to at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I'm painting with my mouth. I'm just gonna do what I want to do on this damn thing. And so, you know, I'm not gonna paint for anybody else. I'm gonna find out what I like and find out the way I want to paint the flower or paint the person or whatever. And I want to get to a point where the work stands by itself, where they don't need any story to be like, oh my God, it's an incredible piece. That's ultimately what I'm trying to get to, is to be that kind of painter where it's just amazing and they don't have to know that I did it with my mouth. I'm still learning, I'm still working. You know, every painting, I want the next one I do to be better than the last one. So it's definitely this, I want progress and, you know, to be the best mouth painter ever.
Become a docublogger. Log on to docubloggers.org to share your opinions and story ideas, or get out your camera and create your own docublog.